Once upon a time, there was a boy named Sammy who lived in a little house with a little dog named Toby. And one day, while playing hide and seek, they went into the closet. There were all kinds of things stored in that closet, but Sammy and Toby had never looked inside until that day. They found all kinds of exciting things, but most of all, they found an old umbrella. Ooh, a real live adventure, said Sammy, holding up the dusty umbrella. Let's go outside and try it. So they opened the umbrella and started to walk through the rain, but it wasn't long before Sammy noticed something strange. The houses around him were getting smaller and smaller, and the trees were getting bigger and bigger. Sammy felt himself getting smaller and smaller, and he looked back at Toby, but he couldn't believe what he saw. His dog had become a tiny little mouse. Squeak, squeak. Toby looked up at Sammy and barked. Sammy knew he had to do something, so he closed the umbrella quickly, hoping it would fix everything. But when he opened it again, everything was different. The flowers were taller than trees, and the butterflies were bigger than birds. And right before his eyes, an insect was singing and dancing. "Well, hello there," said Sammy. "Where am I?" "You are in the enchanted garden," said the insect. "But how did I get here?" asked Sammy. "When you opened that umbrella, you brought us all together," said the insect. "This is my home, but I can show you around if you like." So they started walking along a narrow path between the tall flowers. Suddenly, Sammy heard some sniffling, and he and the insect walked over to see what had happened. There was a little ant lying on the ground crying. "Oh, why are you sad?" asked Sammy. "I'm lost," cried the ant. "I was collecting food for my family, and I don't know how to get back." "Don't worry," said Sammy. "I'll help you." Then he lifted the magic umbrella, but he wasn't sure what to do with it. Suddenly, he got an idea. He held the umbrella over the ant, and it began to glow with a soft light. The ant stood up and said, "Thank you so much. This will help me find my way home." And as she walked away, Sammy noticed that the glowing umbrella seemed to be guiding her. He smiled, knowing that she would be safe now. After a while, Sammy saw the ant family happily waving to her as she entered the anthill. And then he heard some clapping. "Well done, young adventurer," said a friendly voice. Sammy turned around and saw a wise-looking snail. "How did you know I was coming?" asked Sammy. "We all heard the ant tell her family about the magical light that helped her get home," said the snail. "Thank you. But how can I help you?" asked Sammy. "Oh, I'm very slow and the rain has made my path even more slippery," said the snail. "I need to get to that big leaf, but I don't think I can make it." Sammy looked at the huge leaf that was protecting the snail. "Don't worry, I'll carry you," he said. Then he lifted the umbrella again, and it turned into a fast carrier that zoomed through the garden. The snail held on tight, and they arrived safely at the big leaf. The snail thanked Sammy and then crawled under the leaf for a nap. And soon the rain stopped. Sammy felt a little sad, but he knew he had to go home. So he closed the umbrella, said goodbye to his new friends, and opened it one last time. When he opened his eyes, he was back in his room. He looked around, but he couldn't see any magic. Then he looked down at the old umbrella and smiled, because he knew that even though the magic wasn't real, the adventure had been it, and he knew that whenever he dreamed about the enchanted garden, he would see his new friends again. The end.